everybody, welcome to day 20 of Demonic Pacts reveals. As always, my name is Snaplocket. This is the second to last day of reveals. Yes, that's right, tomorrow's reveal, Sunday, April 12th, is going to be the final official reveal. I know they're going to release a basic task list for us at some point, so I'm assuming that comes out tomorrow, along with the final relic reveal. And then, I mean, after that, we've just got Monday and Tuesday before the league actually starts. So the theory crafting part of my brain is in absolute overdrive right now. I'm curious if any of you feel the same. Hey, let's talk about what they revealed today. We finally have the final relic in the tier 6 category. So you finally find out what's going up against Grimoire and Culling Spree. And it's a new relic called Eternal Sustenance. This relic is refreshingly basic in terms of its active effects. It can all be explained in one single line. Food is no longer consumed when eaten. So if you played Gridmaster and you were a fan of the corrupted shark that would just never disappear when you eat it, guess what? Now all of your food is corrupted. It's worth noting right off of the bat that this only works for food, not for potions. So this isn't going to be unlimited prayer pots or super restores or even Saradomin brews. It only applies towards hard food. So your Karambwans, your sharks, your anglerfish. So yeah, Husky's statements about this 6th tier of relics being loosely combat related and this relic being kind of more defensive. That's what he said a couple of days ago. I think that's just spot on. This is your sustain type of relic. This is you who was concerned about Banker's Note not making a comeback and worrying about how you're going to have enough food to get through really hard pieces of content or for super long bossing trips. Like, I know a lot of the demonic pacts have things like health regeneration mixed into it, but if you were looking at a build that doesn't involve that or doesn't involve that much of it, this is definitely going to be a solve for you. I mean, you just bring one single Karambwan and one single like anglerfish or manta ray or even like a shark, and you've just got unlimited combo eats. I think there's some cool effects with certain types of food. I was looking at some of the hunter meat and like the cooked moonlight antelope, which is, by the way, the highest healing food in the game because it heals in 2 different parts. So it heals you like 14 at first and then 12 afterwards for a total of 26 HP. That also cures poison. So with this, you can technically have unlimited anti-poison on you. I don't think it's gonna work for hunter mixes like the hunter meat comboed with butterflies, because if it did, that would be pretty wild if it did. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a really great relic for a lot of people, especially if you weren't really interested in Grimoire and you don't think you're gonna need a Slayer specific relic like Culling Spree. It does have some interesting interactions with some of the other relics. Like if you take Eternal Sustenance, I think it might remove one of the use cases for the transmutation relic, because I know a lot of people were talking about that and being like, well, you can just transmute all of your raw fish up to the highest tier so that you have plenty of them. Now again, that's still useful for cooking experience, but if you only need one of each type of fish in order to eat it, then having hundreds or thousands of high tier fish really loses some of its benefit. Also, I would be surprised if a lot of people take this along with the Flask of Fervor, since a lot of people are kind of looking at the flask as being that source of unlimited food. Like obviously the flask has a cooldown, so if you take like a whole bunch of damage as soon as you drink your flask and it's still on cooldown, it's not going to save you. But the fact that upon drinking the flask, it'll restore all of your hit points, all of your prayer points, all your special attack, like it is already kind of this infinite food source, as long as you play well enough that you don't need to consume it all the time. But for those people who were looking at the minion relic, or there is still an unknown other tier 8 relic here, which I'm sure is going to be really good. So if you want to take either of those two and you don't have the flask for that unlimited food source, then Eternal Sustenance probably looks pretty good. Overall, I think it's a great relic. I think it sits in a good place. I think there are going to be a lot of people that take it just so that they don't have to worry about food, won't have to worry about like running out of food. Yeah, super well done. In the comments down below, let me know what you think about this Eternal Sustenance relic. Is it something that you are very excited to take? Are you still leaning towards towards Culling Spree or Grimoire. For me personally, I don't think I'm going to end up taking this relic. I'm very heart set on taking Culling Spree. I really want the effects of an imbued Slayer Helm everywhere, and because I am going a magic elemental build focus, having a higher Slayer level is very, very, very important for me to get up to the level where I can kill the Echo Thermonuclear Smoke Devil boss. And even if I wasn't pretty heart set now on taking Flow State, I don't think I would pick Reloaded and reload into Eternal Sustenance. I think I would reload into something else like Soul Harvest or Nature's Accord. Like, here's the current plan that I have for taking relics, and I'm pretty locked into this. Obviously, the tier 8 relic is still a little bit in the air because we don't know what the third one is yet, but we will get that tomorrow. So that's where my thought process is as far as like how useful this is for me. But let me know in the comments down below if you think differently. That's pretty much it as far as news goes for the day, but I did want to talk about a couple of the JMod clarifications that have been posted in the Discord over the last day. There's a few small clarifications on some of the Echo items. We'll start right here at the top. Spells cast by Echo weapons, like the Ice Barrage from the King's Barrage, Second Bolt, and also the special attack from the Fang of the Hound, they do not regenerate runes, but the Quadrant does regenerate runes. Even though it says that it counts as an unlimited source of all elemental runes, it will still count when you cast spells through it. It wasn't stated anywhere, but the King's Barrage double-barreled crossbow from the Wilderness region can use bolts up to Dragon tier, which makes sense. Also, the bolt attacks only trigger echoes once per attack, not once per hit splat. So the fact that it hits twice, you know, 2 different hit splats, it will still only have a single chance to trigger those ranged echoes. They say the Blood of the Fang's special attack is instant hit like a Granite Maul. I think they're talking about the Fang of the Hound, but I might start calling it Blood of the Fang now because that's kind of funny. So anyways, the special attack on that thing is instant hit just like a Granite Maul, whereas the Lithic Scepter, they say the Shatter special attack is instant, but it does have an attack delay. So I like this one here in the Demonic Pacts. It says barehanded counts as a light melee weapon. This is relevant for those people who want to take Barbarian Gathering and are taking the Karend region, because using your bare hands on the Guardians in the Chambers of Xeric counts as using a crystal pickaxe on them. And so it looks like punching those things will count towards any light melee weapon, Demonic Pacts. I mean, I guess you could also go around and punch other things with your bare hands, but using almost any type of weapon is probably better. Still, I just think that that's hilarious. I want someone to do like a crazy powered barehanded build. That would be hilarious. Okay, a couple more things here. The Gauntlet Halberd is considered a two-handed thing, whereas the Gauntlet Staff is considered one-handed. Powered staves regenerate charges, not runes. Even though some powered staves like take runes in order to charge them, they're not considering those as like part of the regeneration effect. But again, there are those pacts that cause charge regeneration to also regenerate runes. So like those still work as you expect. I think this has been stated a couple times, but defense level boost packs don't stack with visible boosts. So like super defense potions aren't going to stack with defense level boosting packs. This is a really nice confirmation here. Husky says that there will be similar dry protection for echo items like we had in the last league. Last league, you were guaranteed to get an echo item if you went twice the drop rate. So if it had a 1 in 20 drop rate, you were guaranteed to get it on your 40th Echo Boss kill. That's really, really nice because it would suck to have to kill like hundreds of these things in order to get your Echo weapons. And one more final one I want to throw in here. Mod Husky says that the Echo weapon that you get from the Echo Amoxliotl, since it is considered a Demon Bane weapon, you can use that to hit the Doom of Mochiotl when it's doing its like charge special attack. So if anybody was worried about not being able to cancel that because you don't have a Demon Bane weapon, fear not. This Demon Bane weapon for all is going to be useful in that situation. All right, I think that's all of the information that I wanted to share here. There are a couple of other oddball FAQ things in some of those discussion chats on the Discord, but they're like super hyper pact specific or kind of niche. So again, if you're curious, you can always check out the Discord in there. But those were some of the bigger, more general things that I thought some people might be interested in. And so with that, I think we can call this video nice and short today. Editing me is a little relieved at that, though I must say I have really enjoyed the last couple of videos, and and the last couple of big reveals. So we're at that part of the video where I am going to ask you to please click that like button and also consider subscribing if you have not. Let me know in the comments down below how your build is looking. Are you excited to factor in this unlimited food relic into your build? I think I have just about nailed down what I want to do. I think I have finally settled on doing Zaya, Kandarin, and Desert as my region choices. I showed you earlier what my relic choices are going to be. And as far as pacts are concerned, I am currently leaning towards an air mixed with water type elemental build. And I've seen a lot of people talk about how powerful even just a regular rune crossbow is going to be. So that is making me somewhat interested in going down a crossbow secondary route, something kind of akin to this. I'm not fully settled on this. Oh, these pacts, they're so much fun, and there's like so many possibilities here that it's just becoming hard for me to decide. So please in the comments down below, let me know what you are currently planning for your pact tree. Maybe we can share some ideas with each other down there. That's going to be all for me today. I will see all of you tomorrow for the final relic reveal. Goodbye and good luck.